Arena Clash, a grassroots esport tournament run up and down the UK. Teams from Belong Gaming arenas nationwide battle it out to become champions of 3 titles: Tekken 7, Overwatch, and League of Legends. Each week here on the Sunday Recap, we'll be catching up on all the week's action and major plays, meeting players from the teams and looking forward to the week ahead. This is where esports begins. Hello and welcome to the Sunday Recap Show. This week we are coming to you live from Belong Norwich, which is of course home to the Norfolk Nighthawks. I'm Ella Sillywood and this week I am joined by John Allen and Sherdal. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, great to be here up in Norfolk, which is where Norwich is.
Yeah.
Yes. It's exciting. We've got another show. We've got another one to go.
Yeah, definitely. Very happy to be here. It's my first time at this recap show. Very excited.
Yeah, now it's your first time on the show, but it's also the first time all season that we've had a Tekken expert.
Yeah.
Or a Techspert. I think I'm going to go with that. Techspert.
I like that.
So, how's the season been so far?
So far, it's been pretty much what we expected. The London Nighthawks, the reigning champions, have been going really strong. But the Bradford Brams, that upstart team that just came out of nowhere last season, is proving really strong, and they want that run back in the finals. But another team to watch out for is the Stratford Spartans, the new team, and they have a very strong lineup.
Now, it's not surprising, is it? Because they are really in the home of the FGC. Right. So, is it that we're just seeing players who've come from the heart of that community?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, the London Nighthawks team is still nasty. It is a nasty team this season. It's going to be very hard for any team to beat that. But the Stratford Spartans, they've got some really good players in there as well, and I think you'll be seeing more of that as the season continues.
And so let's talk about this week specifically. So how's it been? Who's impressed you?
Well, this week on stream we had the London Nighthawks, reigning champions, against the Plymouth Armada, and that's been an upstart team. You wouldn't think Plymouth would have a strong team, but this season they've got a couple of new players who've proven really strong, and it's an underrated up-and-coming team, I think.
Oh, I'm excited. Well, let's check out this week's Tekken 7 highlights.
We're here. We're back. We've got a new team, new match today, and you can see it's going to be the London Nighthawks versus Plymouth Armada. Once again, I'm Eternal Dragon, and I'm joined here with
Dante.
So, we have the reigning champions from all of the seasons, the London Nighthawks, and the strongest team, and they're going to be playing against Plymouth today. So, just going to show the scores of the first one because we're jumping straight into the second one. And so they did pick up some wins.
Dropped 2 sets.
Holmesley and Sunchild.
Unblockable. He missed that. He went for the hard conversion there, and it didn't pay off. Maybe you should go for the easier one next time.
Especially against these London players, you need to take every opportunity.
Can't hit launch. It's going to do so much damage. Wall carry. Punish that. Yes, definitely. He's getting.
He went for the mid one that time.
Delay. He wastes his rage. No! What's going on?
With a double punch parry! Oh, wow.
Well played.
I can just see Haroon having a lot of experience against Steve's because Senpai is another Steve player in London. False guard. Exactly. So I think the Steve matchup there, he will know, and he had the patience to back away there.
He's playing very well versus Goldsame Steve right here. Goldsame went for the hard combo there. You can just do the back 1-2 now.
Counter hit!
This is going to be big damage. Watch the wall carry.
Back.
Hey. Went for the full
Nice throw break. Goldame's got his back against the wall though, but he's a world-class player and he knows.
He needs to be a bit patient now because if one counter hit can just close it all out.
He's getting chipped down now. He was in the lead and now he's almost dead. Break.
Broke the throw. Went for the slide, but he messes up the input.
No!
Rager, don't whiff from over there.
I was going to say, right, Ganega was getting ahead, so he was pressing a lot of buttons. He wasn't pressing nothing. He just waited. Rager.
Nice slide.
All right, there you go.
Get up low. He went for the hard combo, but does drop it. Straight into the slide. The slides are putting in so much work.
He's trying to punish Sonic Fang and he's missed every time.
Low parry. Go saying he's not going out without a fight. And that rage drive is coming.
That should have been it. That was a big whip.
Coming.
Ganega
with the low.
And there you go. Ganega took it 2-1 over Go Sane there, and we can see Haroon 2-0, Ganega 2-1. So 1-1 in this second round robin.
He's unnecessarily getting hit by that. He's just moving and getting hit.
He was right next to the wall, such a big character. He couldn't get out of the way.
When you play versus Claudio, you've got to like stop yourself from moving so much. Just stand there sometimes at range. And Inti's looking pretty dominant in this final round.
Humsey looking for the hop kick there. Oh, gets caught there. What's the pressure now?
Nice ball standing 1-1. Well played by Inti.
Yeah, that was a close match. Humsey up 2 rounds now.
Oh,
Side
nice
step hop kick.
And he beats the throw. Straight to the wall, looking very dominant for Holmesy.
I like their patience there. He didn't go in fully.
Ooh.
Oh, he's coming back
nice.
now. Oh, the flip kick actually hit him.
He's got the blue hand. What's he going to do with the blue hand, man? Oh, down 2-2.
No, nice.
No conversion. He didn't even try. I think he just knew the axis was off and it wasn't going to work, so he just didn't go for it.
Gets hit with a second hit, shoulder. And he takes it 3-0. So Plymouth are up against the Lionhearts in this second round robin.
They can play. They can play. These guys have skills. They know what they're doing.
This is, I love this.
Oh, straight into the throw. The throws are coming out now. Haroon wants this. He wants to close it out. Look at the damage and already he gets off that.
Yeah. That was like a throw and 2 heals, and he's almost dead. Yup. Oh,
the spacing. Wow.
Nice.
Haroon, so dominant.
The spacing hits him in a spotting kick. Very well played from Haroon.
1-2. Oh, the read.
Committed to it, because the last time we did 3 in a row, Saying committed to ducking it. Look at that now.
Look at the damage. Wow, he knew he was going to try a step to get away and just collapse him. Commit straight to the move.
Holmesy's got rage. Ooh, trick.
Ooh, went for the hop kick. Goldstein's going to be patient now. He doesn't need to hang himself.
Yeah.
He went for the flip kick. Why did he do that?
He just needs a few little...
Oh! Wow. He's so used to playing in the first of 2 setting. And you have to have a fast download speed.
See, that was a 2-0, man, but it was such a close, such a great match as well, man.
I think Sunchild does actually, like, he struggles with closing out rounds at times. Like, I think he knows how good these players are, and he gives them a bit too much respect near the end of a round.
Yeah. Oh, tried to dunk, man. Went for a hard read there.
He just gets clapped by random down forward 2-1. That was completely random. Not even going to sugarcoat.
Oh, didn't finish.
Oh, the rage drive doesn't punish that.
Spent it early as well.
I would have thought that would have punished.
Nice duck.
Nice duck by Inti.
Can Plymouth best their score from the first round robin and make it 4-3?
It's just such a good move. So much range as well.
I mean, notice Haroon sidestep immediately to get the balcony, and then he get launched as well. So it's just the threat of it as well.
Yeah.
Haroon 1 round and he can take it for the London Lionhearts. Will he do it? Holmesy's fighting back
putting on the pressure though. He doesn't want to go out like this. It's like, bro, I beat you the first time, man. What's going on?
Oh, no, gets the throw. He's looking for that balcony break. Oh, and then he gets it.
About the big combo.
This should be it. And he's got... Oh, he does it! There we go.
Nearly. But that was so dominant from Haroon.
Haroon takes it for the London Lionhearts again in the second round robin, 5-2.
Like I said, Haroon wanted that win back. He wanted to show him, like, bro, you ain't good enough to beat me a second time in a row. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out. So, we will catch you lot next Monday for some more Belong Arena action.
Take care.
Well, let's take a look at the tables for Tekken 7. Now, in Group 1, the Claymores, another fantastic week for those guys, sitting at the top of the table with 3 points. Amazing not to see the Lionhearts at the top, actually. So, yeah, this season we could see a little bit of an upset coming. Unfortunately, again, Invincibles at the bottom of the table with 0. We're going to need to see some real improvement from those guys. Now, in Group 2, we've got a bit of a split top there, so Rams and Enigmas both sharing the top spot, with the Kestrels languishing at the bottom. In Group 3, again, another split group, so the Harriers and the Spartans, who are a very exciting new team. I think we're going to see a lot from them. So Harriers, Spartans at the top, and Nighthawks and Smugglers splitting the bottom spot. And finally, in Group 4, we've got I think we might have the same table there. So Harriers, Spartans again, Nighthawks and Smugglers splitting. Unfortunately, we haven't got the right Group 4 there, so we'll have to come back and take a look at those. But yeah, just thought we'd highlight how good the Harriers and Spartans are once again, just in case you didn't get it.
It was the York Vikings and the Manchester Swarm at the top, and they are fighting against each other next week to determine the seedings to see who will be at the top and who will be second going into the playoffs.
I'd say Tekken every week. I find it really exciting. There's so many contenders. Obviously, there are London Lionhearts. They are disgustingly good. They are, the people to beat. But it does make it exciting when you do see teams like we have in the last week coming up against them, starting to, maybe see a few cracks. They're seeing teams learning how to take them on.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great performance by Janigo and Holmesy, getting games off of the Lionhearts for the team to beat in this tournament. So hopefully we'll see more of them in the future. But the question is really, who can defeat the Lionhearts? That is the question this season.
Yeah. I can't wait to see. Probably in another 5-hour final. That was pretty intense last time around.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it is time for the part of the show where we take a little stroll through the Twitterverse. So let's see what you guys have been saying this week. So first up, we have got none other than Belong Stratford. We've been talking about them in this episode. And it looks like they're really feeling themselves there in a very recognisable pose.
Yeah, it's the Dragon Ball Z. What's the team up called? I've forgotten it already.
Force, I do believe.
Yeah, fantastic. So. I mean, if you can go and search up those images, but yeah, they've managed to take it to heart in front of their neon sign, the Spartans. They're doing work, and it's good to see. They're bonding, they're getting together, and that's what we've been talking about. Throughout this whole thing, is creating these little communities and making friends and making a scene and a community that all just enjoy playing video games, and apparently all enjoy Dragon Ball Z as well. Why not?
The Pride Troopers, I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at our next tweet. Again, we've got another team pose here. So this is a team that I know really get on with each other, the Invincibles. And obviously not too smiley there. You've got to be serious in your team pose. I mean, you want to look intimidating. Yeah. But again, nice to see another team bonding, really getting along with each other there.
Yeah, he didn't get the memo in the middle, though, to look at the camera. Look at him. He's off into space. He's busy.
No, what are you doing?
He's just theorizing Overwatch strats.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Lots of strategy there.
He's just so busy in his mind. Yeah. He's too busy for your mortal realm. He's transcended above.
All right, we've got another team pose here, but this one, you see, when they're lit up by these neon signs, I have to say, it's pretty intense. It makes it, definitely a pretty exciting team photo.
It's just like the Lionhearts, very warm but very ferocious.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, they've got like their mane of neon. It's great. I like it.
All right, on to our next tweets. And these ones I'm very excited about. So if you watched the show last week, we discovered the hashtag, which is doggos that belong. It is incredible. It turns out there have been so many dogs on there we didn't even realise. So we've picked out, again, 2 of our favourites this week. So obviously, I have to say, this dog kind of looks like it's thinking strats as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's got to get that bone, dude.
Yeah.
Got to get that treat.
And then we've got one more to show you today. A lot more alert. This guy is gorgeous. So he's a German Shepherd and a Husky, which is just the most beautiful mix, as you can see. And we are very into this hashtag. I don't know if you've noticed, but we love it.
It is pretty
great. We want to see your dogs.
It definitely is.
Hashtag doggos that belong. Most definitely send those in. All right. Well, I guess I've got to talk to you. I've got to talk Overwatch. It's been a good week. It's been an interesting week.
Has to happen.
What's gone on?
Well, I think that what we've seen really, we saw the Spartans really just completely dominate in their game this week. Really, really strong performance coming out so far. Then the Harriers, they weren't quite able to take the win. Unfortunately, they did go down. My home crowd. It seems like Tekken's the only thing they can actually do. But unfortunately, they're not to be for the Overwatch. But that was a really interesting game. It was really, really close fought. And I think that we're seeing the sparks of life, but maybe just a little bit too late into the day for this one, into the tournament, because as you're saying, most of these top spots are going to be pretty much decided at this stage, and a lot of these teams are guaranteed to be going through to playoffs, which is something that we're going to see even more of moving forwards.
Definitely. Just the question is who will be at the top and who will be in second.
Yeah.
That's what we'll find out next week.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, so in Overwatch, what are we seeing that's making the good teams just so good, just so unbeatable?
I think it's partially, the willingness to to sort of just play to the strengths of their players and rely on each other. And I think that in general, that's how a team really works, is when you realize someone's strengths, you play around that, you change the way that everyone works together in order to adjust to that. And we see players like, specifically on the Spartans, players like Katanks, fantastic DPS player, 4.4k on the ladder, really, really strong. Yeah. Doomfist, Genji, pretty much anything else as well. Like really, really intensely strong on these picks, and he's able to just do so much work with them, and everybody just gives him the space. They just make it work. You've got Leonia on that, Anna, who I've talked about before, really, really good at just getting the nanos on and making sure those blades go through seamlessly and just getting the strategies down. So I think that's really what we've seen shine. That's specifically from the Spartans, but I think it's transferable to the rest of the teams in the tournament as well. How they've managed to adapt, strategize, create these theory craft these ideas and bring them to bear. And I think that's what really separates people, is the ability to bring those to the forefront.
Well, I have to say, I'm excited. We had a good week, as I mentioned, so let's check out our Overwatch highlights.
Hi guys, John here. With me is Blank. We are back with the Overwatch Arena Clash. We're going to be kicking it off with the game between the Harriers and the Vikings.
It's all coming to a fantasy for the Vikings. This is not the reality they were expecting.
Certainly isn't. They are going to be sent back. 10 seconds left on the clock. You can see the Harriers now, they're fighting forwards. If they can prevent the touch, they can prevent any overtime from ticking away. There's the whole hog charging in from the Rhine, will trigger the overtime, but the rest of the team going to be really stuck. There's the trap actually layering onto the Moira, but they're just doing so much damage. Leo coming on through, almost has another Riptire available. The shield is theirs, the D-Mech is out. Dragon Strike on top, and Zusia goes for the flank. Farah trapped in close quarters with the Hanzo. That's not where you want to be. Going to be facing off against the hog. Out comes the Riptire, finds the Farah. The rest through onto fives, but it's too little too late. Graviton Surge is going to come on through, but there's not a lot you can do here. Self-destruct not finding it. Well, actually, it's going to find Bams at the back line. Oh, okay. They're coming back into it. Flame Strike is there, but there's the Earth Shatter. Yet again, Neo able to build up so much charge. With overtime going down, the Harriers take Dorado. The Harriers have to touch 98 now. This could be it. The Vikings starting to hold on to the point, but 3 players are going to be stuck on the point. They're trying to contest. They have got that Mei on out. The Doomfist is there. They have got the Meteor Strike. They're looking for the backline, looking for any picks. And it's Haribo to go down. Fives with the self-destruct. What a charge! On the charge. It's huge. And Mass Blake takes yet another scalp as well. 4 and 3 contesting even Stevens. Right now it's stopped out, and it's not going to be the Earth Shatter finding anything. Kencho starting to move forwards. It's going to be sold off back, but Jazzy Choice trying to swing the hammer. In the meantime, Zusia is going to go down. The presence of Mei negated, and they're just trying to zone everyone off the point, off of this control, which we'll see Vikings even in the series that are able to hold on to it. Overtime just not quite going down as they trade it yet again. They're looking for these reses, the headshots coming through. Blank, it's a melee, but I think we might have the end of it. No, the res is looking to come through, but Jazzy Choi able to solid out, and there we go. The Vikings able to go even. 17 seconds.
It's 17 seconds, like you said. It doesn't matter if you lose the fight there. You have to hold on to the ultimates. This will be a serious misplay if Harriers lose this now.
Graviton Surge is available for Vinwater. If he's able to just pin them off the point, he knows where they're going now. He should just be able to chuck it on through, grab everybody on up. There is nothing that they can do about this, but the Dragon Strike's there as well. Fives gets Kensho. Nothing to stop the damage raining through, and Vinwater is going to capitalize yet again. Zach C trying to keep everyone healed up and nice and healthy, but it is just too much work for one lonely Anna. Fortunately, Lucio not able to do too much as well. The Vikings, with that 44% on that second point, will claim victory in Horizon Lunar Colony. They have the advantage, and they're on match point. They're trading 1-for-1 at the moment, but there comes the Riptire. It's taken away, and the res comes through. Self-destruct sequence laying out on top for the Green Fire.
Finding him.
Both of them actually able to get back into their mechs. Neo just getting pressured out just a little bit. Very few picks for the amount of ultimates invested so far, but Zaxi still has that nano boost available. Jazzy Choi very low in the uppercut. We'll see them back. 15 seconds. They need to remount Blank.
Meteor Strike now available, as well as the Nano Boost. Vinwall does find Leo, so there's a lot of damage presence removed. Meteor Strike's going to be huge. The Nano Boost is going to keep Kensho nice and healthy, but Greenfire's also out of mech, nowhere near towards getting back into that one, as well as Neo does find Harry, but so much healing lost.
Oh, in comes the Meteor Strike, looking for the target. Is he going to find anyone? Oh, the Zymo just a little bit too late. The Nano Boost laying down on top. The Seismic Slap finds the kill. It's huge. It's Doofus. He's flying left and right. He's just taking names. No numbers, I'm afraid, as the charge comes through. The rest of the team able to rally around it. And there's overtime ticking away. The Harriers send themselves to map number 5. We're heading to Lijiang. Oh, looking for it. It's going to find 2, but the Coalescence is still there. Deadeye on the sidelines, not going to find anything either. 2 ultimates completely negated. The flashbang is there. There's the Rocket Barrage, and Kenzo finds yet another kill as well. Has the Earth Shatter. Is going to invest it. Not going to find anything because he was booped up, but the fight is won. And again, this is right down to the wire. They're going to be looking for that.
That's a massive stagger if they can find him.
No, they're not going to be able to get it. The bubble just keeping him nice and safe, but Haribo goes down. The Mercy not there. They have to fall back 88%. They have to move towards the point. They have to try and get it. They don't have too much to work with either. They've got the Graviton Surge. It's going to be so crucial. Neo falls back. They have another Death Blossom. Then Lucio has to move forwards. He has to try and invest it. But there comes the Graviton Surge. The Reaper should be able to get away. But no, he's had to fall back. The charge is there. Jesse Toy, he's coming up huge. Able to take down Kensho. And this is the Vikings. They are making their final stand. And what a stand it is. The Mercy falls down. And with it, 6 players on the point. Only 1 foul with the Rocket Barrage. The flip comes through. Overtime is ticking away. And the Harriers meet their match. The Vikings taking it home. We're here with another match for you after the closely fought slugfest, the slobber knocker that was the Harriers versus the Vikings. We are going to be moving over to the Spartans versus the Swarm. They're in Last Chance Saloon and losing your Doomfist early this late in the day. Really going to put them under the cosh. Katank's able to take the Pharaoh out of the sky. Meteor Strike is invested. Not going to be able to get through. Actually, the pin doesn't go. But out of nowhere, in sails the Doomfist. 8 seconds left. They need to touch the payload. They need to move forwards, but they're really going to have their work cut out for them. You can see the Wrecking Ball is over there, is contesting the shatter onto Lucy. Just sends her down. And actually, they do manage to get it. There's the Graviton Surge, but they are counter-grab as well underneath the bridge. They're not going to be able to move past that point. But this whole time, I think there might have been a Wrecking Ball just continuously contesting at the moment, but they're being trapped in spawn right now, Blank. This is not fun.
This is not ideal Overwatch, basically. This is not ideal Overwatch conditions. But unless he drops down the pile driver, I don't think it's enough though. Overtime starting to tick away. Kotank smacks Invin out of the way. And that's it. Spartans take the first one.
I wasn't listening to you because I was looking at what's going on screen.
John.
It's an absolute slaughterhouse. 5 kills going through for Katanks on that Nano Blade. Really, really worth it. Future Trunks just
I made a
sliding
really
back into spawn. Do you want to do it again? Spartans able to take down Oasis without breaking a sweat.
I'm going to call 40 seconds and point B goes.
All right, okay. So that is going to be at the 5-minute flat mark. Let's have a look. Hazabella almost at that Earth Shatter with the first pick onto Battle Mercy. They're just going to speed straight onto the point. The rollout is there. And Mr. Trix just booping the Reinhardt out of position. The charge is out. Leonia up in the high ground, actually going for the damage. Mr. Trix being kept nice and healthy. Biotic Grenade out again. And they're just keeping everyone so healthy. They're pressuring it forwards. They've got 20 seconds left on your prediction. It seems like it's going pretty well. Pulse Bomb is there. And actually Leonia gets taken down finally by Battle Mercy. In the meantime, though, Mr. Trix just starting to boot the Reinhardt forwards. Coalescence almost able to keep him up and alive, and Battle Mercy's taking control of the high ground. 5 seconds left on your prediction, Blank. They only need a couple bit more percent, and they're starting to push people off the point. It is just past it, but they still might find a winnable fight here. The McCree is out, but Patchak's on the high ground. He's got the soldier. They're winning out the fight. It's just the McCree left, and there's the shots that they need. The cap comes out, and about 10 seconds after the prediction.
10 seconds shy.
I'll allow you that one. That was pretty sweet. Their first push, so
all right,
320.
I call 240.
Well, they have to get it done just at the moment. They don't have too long, you're right. Perhaps 320 was a little bit overzealous, but I still got 20 seconds on that side. They've already started to accrue plenty of charge. They're not wasting any time getting onto this point. The bubble is down. Leonia looking to mount around those stairs. Lucio starting to boop it out, but Hatchet goes down early on to Battle Mercy on that Doomfist. They might be looking to swap it out. But Genji's still alive, and they traded on to Lucy. They're looking for the backlines. D.Va up onto the high ground, but straight into the waiting arms of the Spartans. They get the
There you go.
D-Mech Reaper
3 minutes
is
20.
when the namesake hero, and already Battle Mercy going down. There's the oh dear, they're just getting taken down. Barnyard and Katanks just doing so much work. 3 minutes left on the clock. We might have a dead heat on it, Blank. They are still getting contested on Outlaw, so you might actually be able to eke out the victory on this prediction. I'll give you that. Make sure you do check us out there, because we will be back next week, same time, same place, with more Overwatch Arena Clash.
All right, let's take a look at the tables for Overwatch. So in Group 1, we've got the Hunters and the Invincibles, both living up to their names, sitting at the top of the table. But unfortunately, Nighthawks sitting at the bottom, yet to gain a single point. Now in Group 2, we've got the Kestrels soaring high. I'm sorry, had to say it. They've got 3 points at the top of the tables. And we've got the Smugglers sitting with 0 points at the bottom. In Group 3, the Pirates and the Steelers are the teams to watch here. At the top of the table, both with 3 points, but the Rams and the Lionhearts are going to have to do a little bit better, sitting at the bottom with 0. And in Group 4, yet again, the Spartans proving themselves a team to keep your eye on. They are at the top of the table with 3 points. Vikings and the Swarm, they've both got 1 point each, but it's keeping them at the bottom of the table. Well, as you can see, I am now joined by some of the Norfolk Nighthawk team. I feel like I've got one person in particular that I've got to start off with. This is amazing. I love this. I'm going to hand you a mic. So why don't you introduce yourself and obviously tell us who you are if there's anybody who doesn't already know.
Right, so I'm Broma. I'm part of the Overwatch team, and I obviously can play Tracer.
Very impressively, I have to say. So how long did this take to put together? Because it is incredible.
Some months to put together, actually, because of the electric system that's not working at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, a lot of hard work behind it.
Yeah, I can tell. It's detail perfect. So why Tracer? Is that your main?
That's my main.
So why do you love Tracer so much?
I don't know, it's just fun to play with. I like annoying people, and that's what you do best with Tracer, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a D.Va main, so I'm going to go annoying is definitely the word I would use for Tracer.
Yeah.
So how have you found it being in that Overwatch team?
It's fun. It's different than just playing casually, but it's really hard. There's a lot of people trying to take you down and be the best, but I like it.
So is it the first time that you've played?
It's the first time I'm playing the team, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's very exciting. So who else here is Overwatch team? Do we have any other Overwatch players? All right, let's pass the mic here then. So what made you want to come down to your local arena and get involved?
My friend was on one of the teams and told me about it, and I obviously just moved here, and I needed to find a community in which I kind of belonged, and Overwatch was always kind of something that was able to create friendships and introduce people to other people, so that's why I joined.
And so how have you found it being part of a team? Because one of the things is that you don't really get to choose your team so much when you come down to an arena, and yet what we found is people really love their teams anyway.
Yeah, it's really rewarding in a way, because you're put with people you've never met before, and you end up just working hard together, coming up with team comps and putting it to work and seeing how it works, and it kind of, in the end, works somehow, but yeah, like I said, I think it would be it's pretty rewarding, and it's fun.
And who's your main?
I main Mercy.
Oh, nice. So. Okay, good. You always need a good Mercy. This is what I love, people who main Mercy, because nobody ever wants to go healer, but if you don't have one, like it's literally just so important.
I don't trust anyone else to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, getting the job done. I like it a lot. All right, I'm going to pass the mic down to our hidden Overwatch player down there. So if you want to introduce yourself, tell us how you got involved.
I'm Jack, also known as Batsy, and I have been playing on the team for 2 seasons. I play flex DPS, so Genji, Tracer, Pharah, that kind of stuff, and yeah.
So what's it been like? Because I assume you've got new players this season. So what's it like having to build a team one season and then kind of start again the next season?
I found it really, really rewarding because we had, some of the players from last season on our team, and then we had, some new players who brought a load of new skill sets, and it was really nice to be able to kind of build new team comps and figure out what we were doing with those new skill sets while like still having the original synergy that we had with kind of the core of the team. And I really enjoyed doing that because I'm team captain, so it's kind of my job to kind of make the call of what team comps we go and know everyone's strengths and weaknesses.
So how are you team captain? Was there a vote, or did he just appoint himself?
There was kind of a vote, and then I'm quite vocal in game, and then we kind of held a vote of who should be kind of shot caller and team captain, and that was me.
You're the most vocal. I like it.
Basically, I'm loud and annoying. A bit like my hero pool.
Well, there you go. That's what you need. It's like you need somebody who is going to be loud and annoying and just be like, have anybody heard of the payload? Does anybody know you need to be on it right now? Everybody needs someone like that. So yeah, it's a good role. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pass the mic to one of you guys. Yeah. So okay, cool. You might need to step forward a little bit because there's a lot of people here. So all right. So which team are you on?
I'm on the Tekken 7 team.
Tekken 7 team. Okay, nice. So pretty excited because we actually, as I said earlier, we've got a Tekken expert in this week, so we can talk Tekken a bit more, a bit more fully. So why is Tekken your game of choice?
Me and my brother have played fighting games for ages. I mean, we're trash at the game. Trust me. Like, goddamn. Oh. But like, we give it our best, and we love playing with the team. It's a pretty chill night on Monday night. Not many people in, but we just mess about and get them mind games in. You know what I mean? It fails. But we're trying.
You're trying.
Yeah.
See, if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's that FGC players will always tell you they're trash, and then they play you and destroy you.
Oh, no,
so
we're actually trash.
We're actually
We're trash. Like, when we win, like, one round, we pop off like it's crazy.
I like that, though.
You just see us running up and down. We kind of... It's not natural. It's actually a problem at this point.
All right, so who's your go-to character?
Right now, it's Akuma.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
now that is a love-hate character. Like, what's the reaction be like when you pop up with Akuma?
Most people are like, oh, it's that guy again.
Yeah,
it's that guy. He's not even supposed to be here. You know?
Yeah,
it's that guy. No one likes it. No,
yeah. All right, she said this is your brother.
Yeah, so, this is my brother, yeah.
Hey, so do you want to grab the mic and we'll have a little chat to you?
Yeah, so I'm part of the Tekken 7 team as well with my brother. I mean Bob and I mean Steve. Not many people like Bob because he's just kind of he's just like a little you know, be like it's not really likes him because of his hitbox and everything.
Yeah. So how have you found it being in a team playing competitively?
Oh my days, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. Come on, why?
But you have to enjoy it at least,
yeah,
right?
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, those food over there.
Yeah, you guys have a cool arena here as well, because obviously we're getting to go around, check them all out, and that. Yeah, I have to say this is a good one. I like this. It's pretty big. There's what you can't see is that there's a lot of snacks here directly in my eye line, which I've been eyeing up the whole time. Right, I'm going to pass the mic along. So, hello. So, which team are you on?
I'm in the underground team.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, tell us how you got involved.
Well, my friend AJ there, she sort of brought me along, and she's like, have you played Overwatch? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And it was my first week, so I was like, okay, why not? Pay 30 pounds and let's play.
So you hadn't played Overwatch before?
No.
Oh, wow. So how have you found it?
Pretty good. I'm playing Lucio as my main right now.
Oh,
so
cool. Yeah.
I can't stop playing him. I'm like, no. Everyone else is too slow.
Yeah, once you get used to that mobility and that speed, which is obviously, you know, Overwatch is so helpful. Yeah. You play anybody else and it's just, yeah.
I like to wall ride.
Yeah.
Just like go around booping people.
So is this something that you'd recommend to other people? Is this?
I would.
Yeah.
It just brings the whole community together. And it's just something I enjoy doing throughout the week. So I'm just like, when are we going back?
Yeah.
I don't want to wait a whole another week. Why is it only one day out of the week?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, fantastic. Well, I'm going to pass the mic back. Going to say the same thing. Which team are you in?
I'm on the Challenger League Legends team.
Oh, fantastic. Right, okay. So we've got some League of Legends. So let's talk this game, because we often get people saying that it's really complicated, that it's difficult to understand. Is that something that you found? Do you think there's a steep learning curve with it?
I've been playing since Season 1 and I still barely understand how to play the game. So it's always changing. Like, every season is different. You'll be playing for a week and then you come back 3 weeks later and it feels like a completely different game. So it does change quite a lot. So it's a lot to keep track of, especially when you want to try and play and be the best that you can.
Yeah.
You just get lost in it all. But it's a lot of fun
and
still.
That's the thing, is the meta, it's something even at the highest level of play that players complain about. Is that, as you said, you'll come back, it's a completely different game. So do you feel like maybe you have a bit of a harder time as a competitive team because you are having to relearn it? It's not, particularly like say Overwatch, which has a pretty consistent meta, it's always going to be tank heavy, there's always going to be diving, whether or not little bits change.
Definitely, yes. I mean, sometimes you can be playing the game and the meta just suits you as a player, and all the champions that you enjoy playing will be in the meta and you play really well. And then sometimes you'll come to it and all the champions you don't like playing against and the champions you play are trash, and everyone thinks, what's this person doing? Why is he in our games? But that's just the meta changing and evolving. You have to try and keep up with it to keep competitive.
And does it help that you're in a team, though? Does it mean that you've got kind of more support there? You can kind of balance your team out based on the current meta rather than you have to figure it out by yourself?
Absolutely. Playing with the team makes you better as a player, mainly because of the communication. You know how your team play, you know how they want to play, and you can play around that and they can play around you, and it really helps, and it's a lot of fun to play with and against other teams who are all talking to each other, coming up with plans and strategies and trying to get something sorted for them.
Yeah, I have to say League is fun. It is a little bit confusing, but when you put in the time, definitely. Love it. All right, and finally, I'm going to get you to step round here because you're a little bit hidden behind me. So what's your name? Which team?
My name is Jacob, but I'm also known as Bin Wizard, and I play on the League of Legends A team, so I'm a top main. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I'm in my university's video game society, and then Belong, obviously, the uni's just down the road, so they have like quite a lot of involvement, and they said that we're looking to make a team. So actually, all of the A team, we're all from the university, so it's quite interesting. So now we can all be we're all really great friends just from meeting here for the first time a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now we can we have this whole other dynamic, so we can work on team comps and also just have a laugh outside of it, so it's really good.
And so is this your first time being on kind of a seriously competitive team?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're all first time this season, so we've got no players from last season on this team, so we're all trying to just figure out where we stand. But, yeah, it's a lot different to solo queue, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder, yeah. But it's also a lot more rewarding when these planned plays sort of pay off, and because you've conceptualised it in your mind and then you see it happen, which isn't something you get out of solo queue, it's more random.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's been a good experience.
Brilliant. Well, I'm glad to hear they all liked it. Be a little bit awkward if I was stood here and everyone just said they hated it and they hated all their team members. So yeah, pretty happy to hear that they're a bunch all enjoying their time. I have to say again, I love this cosplay. It is absolutely fantastic. Well, from Overwatch to League of Legends, we have had a pretty dramatic week this week, so let's take a look at the highlights.
Hello and welcome to the Belong Arena Clash Week 3 here at the Winter Tournament. My name is Jake Kitbrain Matthews and I am joined by Celtic Tiger Brennan, and we'll be bringing you all of the League of Legends action over tonight's games. How are you doing? Well, we will be starting off the day with the Humber Hunters taking on the Bristol Brawlers in our first best of 3 of the day. So been spotted on a ward, looking for the hook shot onto the damage for Quaz. Does have the Hextech ultimatum available, the Nevergrass to pin him in place. In comes Hefty though. This might just be the engage. The silence is there. He's going golden. Hefty gobbles him up. Arrow goes wide. In comes the charm and the knockoff from Surf onto Hefty just to peel him out, and he's going to be able to get out. Nobody falls in that jungle scrap. We could see Charlie actually look to put some meaningful damage onto this tier 1
Surf has ultimate though.
They do have Versatile hanging about. They're trying to put the damage in. Hextech ultimate to pin him in place. Underneath the turret, here comes the Featherstorm. Charlie finds one already. Surf is forced to run away. Underneath the turret as he knocks up Hefty. Misses it out, but the Blade Caller's not enough. A double kill comes through. Charlie Superfan comes up huge.
You need to see Surf on the side here going for something. Otherwise, this is about to get punished real fast.
Manjaman's coming in, looking for the stun. Hefty can gobble him up, does throw him out. There's going to be the Vanguard's Edge to pin him in place. A flash comes through. They're looking for the damage. The Featherstorm's up, pulls him back into the Blade Caller. Manjaman's very, very low. Charlie's forced to flash away. Double daggers are there. Versatile's going to fall down. That's going to be one of the Super Akali to start the fight out. Hefty is tanking up so much, and Charlie is out. Hefty flashes away. They only lose one. That was a play. Humber Hunters coming up huge. Here comes the Nevergrass. Zoe's on that flank. Does have the Lunar Rush. He's forced to flash away. The Malefic Visions are burning him down, and somehow Hunters only lose one. Is this happening?
This is like, speaking of going for things slightly early.
They don't have a massive amount of damage, and Zolt, if he
Zolt
just wards over, he just needs to ward over, not spotted it. Versatile has got the sweeper.
He's not standing close enough to it.
They have no idea this is going on. Hexy has now seen it. They've been spotting it out. Now we're going to see it engage into the Nevergrass.
It's already gone.
Baron Nashor already going down. It's going to get taken away. Not going to be enough for them to get the steal, but in comes the Vanguard's edge. And the fight. They're trying to chase up for more. Enchanting Crystallara is going to be enough to find 1 kill already. Make it a double kill onto the Aurelia. Zolt needs to find himself that one shot. Nightingale with no summoner spells is going to get locked down. They were so slow and unable to find that opening. Wukong will get out scot-free, but there's the ghost bot.
Wait a second.
Forces his flash. They're chasing for the kill. The apprehend is here. In comes Zolt. In comes the turn. In comes the stun. The damage is coming through, but Zolt is still there. A free-man knockup by Surf. It's disgusting. Into the ulti. That's going to be a triple kill for the Aurelia. They all fall down, and the Bristol Brawlers, they punch back. And it looks
well,
like
that was a lot
back
used.
to Baron.
So yeah, they can just turn back. There was so much used there by the Brawlers for no net result. You just have to turn on to Magic Man now, and you can win this one. Careful of Wukong though.
Oh, two-man stun by Wukong actually throws down the ultimate. That's going to be Charlie going up. Nevergrass is a shutdown already as Wukong finds himself one, finds himself two. A double kill gets picked up. Wukong, it already goes golden. He's got himself a triple kill. He's looking for the quadra kill. He's got himself it as a Magic Man steals it away. Zolt has to make a miracle happen, but with no Lunar Rush, the Baron is taken and secured by the Bristol Brawlers. Actually, the Hunters are just looking to start this up.
Just rush it.
Are doing it on top of a ward, but they are looking to rush through. Teleport's getting started up. There's going to be Wukong joining into the fight. The arrow connects.
Oh,
QSS is down. That's going to be one instantly. They used all their ultimates. They have to make a miracle happen. The shutdown is there. Is anybody else dying yet? Quan trying to put the damage out. Zolt jumps into the back. Gobbles up one. Zolt's going to jump out of the fight, but Wukong is putting the work in. He gets himself a triple kill. He gets himself the quadra kill. Not going to find himself the pentakill. Super Akali is a scumbag.
It's like Kaz went to take it, but why? Like, it was a free... Anyway, look, they're ending. They're ending. I said they could have ended. They definitely could have at least 10 minutes ago. But they're doing it. They're doing it, Jake.
Finally get onto the Nexus. And with that, it was a scrap. It was a brawl. And the Bristol Brawlers take home the win. 2-1 versus the Humber Hunters. And welcome back to Belong Arena Clash for League of Legends. We're coming through into Game 2, Series 2, as the Clyde Claymores will be taking on the Colchester Centurions. I am very, very excited.
Still week 4, by the way.
It's still week 4, man. As Europe is going for a kill onto Dust. Going to use the heal. Dust doesn't have a heal himself, and that will be Europe actually going down as Dust turns it around, staying alive. In comes the ultimate from the Tarek, trying to keep him up. Daisy summoned, the stuns are going forward. They gobble him up, and in comes Teriyakio. They spit him out. Teriyakio finds himself a second kill. The chains are on, and it's going to be the end of the Tarek as he falls down. Ewan finds a kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Hoff going 1v1 with Abel Corpse. Misses out of the fear beyond death. It's butchered, and now he's going to be cut down. A Beekeeper is looking for the kill. Abel Corpse falls, and Hop finds 4. Teriyakio's hanging about. Zinzao's hanging about. This could be a bit of a fight here. Going to throw down the ground. Flips him back. In comes Ewan. Throws out Daisy. Teriyakio's in. Abel Corpse is already flipping one away, but he will fall here. In comes Scumbag, but he is not going to find enough to get the kill. Tide throws out the wall. Gets himself the Q for the stun. Scumbag doesn't have E, and they're just turning it around.
Okay.
Hop finds 5 kills total in the game as Europe going 1v1. Dust throwing out the culling onto Europe. He flashes forward. The light piercing is going to be enough, and it's a double kill in the bot lane to turn it around. Now we got Nivea. Bird might be on the menu, and it's not going to be the word because the chains are forward. The egg has popped. Teriyakio and the poisons are working him down. Teriyakio looking for the kill as he gets himself a killing spree.
Speaking of zoning, here's the death.
Scumbag has actually just been found out. Throws out the ultimate. The poison's there. The culling's coming down. They're going to throw down the Tarek ultimate to make sure everybody's alive. Pai is making his way in. Europe spell shields out the stun on the bot side of the fight. Patsy still has grey health. Uses it to flash away. Nobody's died yet, but Dust is getting chunked. That's the LeBlanc assassination you were talking about. As Europe finds himself one. It's a 2-for-1. Ewan turns it around with a double kill, but he's getting burnt onto. Teriyakio with the ignite turns it out. 3-for-2 in favour of Claymores. We are seeing the vision for Clyde Claymores. Around the Baron pit start to be a little bit more dominant. They want to have knowledge about what's going around there as LeBlanc has respawned. You can see Hoff is making his way towards the bot lane, TPing in to join the rest of the team. They're thrown on the hunt and looking for the kill onto Scumbag Teriyakio with the poisons, just putting the damage down onto Tipex. Has popped that ultimate. Dust needs to be careful. Gonna throw out a wall. Tipex gonna get caught out from the rest of his team. The poisons, the burns, there's enough as Europe finds the kill. 1 kill to the Claymores.
And that's it. You see how quickly the Leandries just runs through that health bar as well. Pretty insane, but here's the wave clear from Manivia helping them out.
Jumping in, that's going to be one going golden. Hoff is going to burn through, but he's not before he does a lot of damage here. Going to force the egg out of Tide, but he's going to stay alive as he's underneath his turret. Teriyakio! 1-shot dust! Oh, that was disgusting! Hoff was looking for the super mega adhesive, I believe is what it's called, or the mega adhesive at least.
It's
he's looking to
adhesive of
sit
some
one
form.
back, and Able Corps, they're going to go in, they throw down the ultimate to try and keep them alive. Patsy with the great health trying to stay alive. Hoff is down as Europe is running away, but Scumbag is gurning low. Europe turns it around, gets one. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. The ricochets are coming forward as Europe gets himself a double kill. Able Corps purges to safety as Tide has come forward, trying to hold on, but the inhibitor turret goes down, and now they're looking to try and focus this out. I think Centurions need to pull up the trigger now. They've got waves pushing in. Once we see Tide clear that wave out, they have to go snap, otherwise this might just be a second inhibitor being given up for free here. Can already see they're starting it up. Righteous Fury is being popped. Hoff is just running in. Massive movement speed. He is such a nuisance. Staying alive at the moment as Patsy gobbles him up, spits him out to make sure he stays alive. A 3-man knockout comes out from Daisy as Hoff is still there. Able Corps stepping forward. A lot of damage has been put down as he flips one back. Hoff still holds his life. The ultimate comes through, but it's just not enough as Teriyakio gets himself a double kill onto LeBlanc. Dust is trying to get one onto Europe. A flip back. This could just be the triple kill, but Ewan secures the kill. Tipex is low. They're going for another one, and Teriyakio gets himself a triple as Tipex is the only one who remains. Tide is on a killing spree, but it means nothing because the base is being sieged, and Teriyakio is going to kill your support. He's going to take him down. Claymores find the ace, and they're going to find themselves a 2-0 over the Centurions.
And I want to give a shout. I mean, Teriyakio has had such a good series, both games being a massive carry-oriented player for his team.
If you want more action, make sure you tune in on Sunday for the live show to see exactly all of the other action across Overwatch. Tekken, that's the one we do. Tekken and obviously League of Legends for all the highlights from today. We will see you same time, same place next week. Make sure you tune in for our other games as well, starting up on Monday with Tekken. So until then, we'll see you later.
All right, it is table time. Let's take a look at League of Legends. Now, in Group 1, we've got the Pirates and the Lionhearts both sitting at the top of the table. Unsurprising, they've been really good this season so far, but unfortunately, the Nighthawks are sitting at the bottom. In Group 2, the Steelers and the Spartans at the top of the table. As I said, Spartans have just arrived and dominated this season. The Vikings and the Kestrels, however, are going to have to do a little bit better. In Group 3, again, we've got two teams sharing the top spot, Alt and Smugglers, but Armada sitting by themselves at the bottom. And in Group 4, as we just saw, an incredible performance from Claymores, taking them to the top of the table, but the Enigmas are really going to have to step things up because they don't have a single point. Well, we've had our last set of highlights and it is almost time for the show to be over. But hold your tears. I've got time for one more question. Now, what should we be looking out for next week? What are you excited about?
Well, for Overwatch specifically, on the streamed games, it is really a battle for that second spot. As I was saying before, you know, a lot of these teams are pretty much decided at this stage, and once you when you look down, there's only really one group, and that's the group that we're going to be talking about next week. It's going to be the Alt, the Smugglers, the Claymores, and what are the others that I've just forgotten? I forgot the name, but I'll make sure.
It'll be a surprise.
There is. So there's a team currently sat in second who is 2-1. The rest of them are 1 and 2, and they all could technically achieve that second spot going forwards. And whoever wins those matches, that's all really just going to decide who's going to be able to move through. So it's really going to be interesting. Obviously, the Smugglers, they're sat at 0 and 3, so they're not in with a shot, but they're in with a shot of garrotting another team. So it could be, taking them away, dragging them down with them to the bottom of the table. So it's going to be really exciting to see, who's going to turn up, who's going to be able to claim that spot. So that's what I'm excited to look for the final week of these group stages.
Exactly. And for Tekken, it's a pretty similar story, but I believe all of the first and second place teams in each group are already decided. They're just going to be battling now to decide who's going to be at the top and who's going to be second, which of course is very important because that decides who you fight, whether you're fighting a stronger or a weaker team in the playoffs. I believe on stream next week is going to be the York Vikings versus the Milton Keynes Enigma. No, sorry, the Manchester Swarm. I apologize. That should be a really good match because I think those two teams are very even. So it's going to be really good to see who makes it out there. And I believe also another match to watch out for is going to be the Harriers versus the Spartans. So that's going to be a very good match because I think those two teams will be very even.
Come on, the Harriers. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we are in for a really good week. You are not going to want to miss these matches. They'll be going out next week live on Facebook and Twitch. So make sure you tune in. And if you do, throw us a follow, make sure you subscribe. And of course, we will be back next week. Now, we are going to be in Tyneside. I cannot wait. So if you want to come down, if you want to be on the show, if you want to be in the audience, then you can find us at the Tyneside Belong Arena and come down next Sunday from 11 a.m. But of course, if you can't make it up there, then you can find us on social media. We are at Belong Arenas pretty much everywhere. We want to see your tweets, we want to see your Facebook comments, and I want to see your dogs. So make sure you send them in. I've been Ella Sillywood. I have been joined by these two fantastic casters, John Allen and Sherdle, and I will see you guys next week for more Belong Arena Clash.
Arena Clash, a grassroots esport tournament run up and down the UK. Teams from Belong Gaming arenas nationwide battle it out to become champions of 3 titles: Tekken 7, Overwatch, and League of Legends. Each week here on the Sunday Recap, we'll be catching up on all the week's action and major plays, meeting players from the teams, and looking forward to the week ahead. This is where esports begins.